Tense moments remain as Zach Newman's going to be able to pick this one up. The free kick came quickly. And Zach Newman was able to come off of his line well. And if you can't quite imagine what just happened in the last 60 seconds or so, that makes two of us. North Broward and American Heritage all mounted up as one. American Heritage has it in their back four, and now they go to play it long, but offsides is the call. So Zach Newman will retrieve it. North Broward has a grand total of 10 people on the field after the double yellow from Okovsky. But they were able to find the goal off the free kick from Jeremiah Edward. He went bar down, and we're tied. Now here they come once again, going long. We're going to find the winner. Headed away, though, by American Heritage, at least briefly, and now a foul. And it's going to be a North Broward free kick in a dangerous position. What do we have here? Apologize for the poor camera work that we've had all night. We've had some trouble with the stand, among other things. But it's a great game nonetheless, and it'll be Danny Espinoza who will stand over this one. Danny Espinoza from 30 yards away. And for the win. Danny Espinoza with less than a minute to go gets the okay. And now here comes the free kick from Espinoza. It's a shot saved by Brian Lopez. It was probably going wide anyway, but Brian Lopez wanted to be sure. And now North Broward gets the header away. So it'll just be a throw-in for American Heritage after there were worries about a break. Now Heritage has it on the far side. And now played back towards the middle. American Heritage still with it, as time is going to run out on the Tom Marcy Field scoreboard, and that will be it for regulation. We are headed to overtime here from Tom Marcy Field, and you're certainly not going to want to miss this one. North Broward and American Heritage will try to find a winner in overtime right after this. With your production. Welcome back to Brainwash Sports, Twitch TV, North Broward, and American Heritage as we go to overtime. If you weren't nervous enough, well, now you are about to be. It is going to be golden goal, North Broward and American Heritage. First one to score wins. If after two 10-minute overtime halves nobody has scored, then we will go to a shootout. Didn't I say at the beginning of this podcast that all we wanted was not an overtime? But it's Saturday night and you're joining us, and I am very thankful for that. At Tom Marcy Field, Ben Curtis on Brainwash Sports, Twitch TV. North Broward is going to start out with it, attacking from your left to right. American Heritage from your right to left. As we are just about to get going, the only reason that we are here is because Jeremiah Edward had an absolutely sensational free kick with 3 minutes to go.
Why aren't you stopping the clock?
That ended it. Or that didn't end it. That kept us going.
I can't stop it unless she does this.
So the referee still has yet to begin. She's meeting with captains right now on the far side. And we are almost set to go.
Oh, yeah.
North Broward will start out with it, as I mentioned. American Heritage got a goal with 2 minutes left in the first half. North Broward responded with 3 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
So the final score of this one's going to end up being 2-1, one way or the other. And if we have to go to shootout, so be it. It's actually going to be American Heritage who starts off with it. And they'll be attacking from right to left. So a bit of switching being made before we get going. North Broward and Pinecrest had a girls' overtime matchup earlier in the year that you watched on Brainwash Sports Twitch TV. And now it's the boys' turn to get everyone's blood pressure going just a little bit higher. Still no word about the Gulliver Prep and a LaSalle game. We'll let you know as soon as we know.
What? No, do they have 10 too?
About the
9.
bottom half of the regional final.
Over there.
So American Heritage set to kick off, and now they do kick off, and overtime is underway. American Heritage with it on the right-hand side, taken away, though, by North Broward. And you have to imagine that they have the large majority, if not all, of the momentum. Following the free kick from Edward that kept us going. It's going to be a throw-in for North Broward on the far side. And headed back to Eddie Rainier comes, deflected away, going to be another North Broward throw. And back to Danny Espinoza it comes. Espinoza looking to go far side for Edward, but it didn't go to his liking. Santiago Espinoza now cutting towards the middle, but deflected away and cleared away by American Heritage. And now here comes Dalton Phillips the other way. Sorry, check that, Douglas Phillips. North Broward still has some defending to do. And now Lodovico with it on the far side, and it's going to go out of bounds for a corner kick. North Broward gave up a goal in the corner kick in the game against Kings Academy. This one is deflected, though, by North Broward nicely, and here comes second offer and goes through everybody. And North Broward is able to get the ball away. Edward playing it up on the near side, now trying to play it towards the middle. Lucas Diaz had to go off of a Heritage player last, so Diaz will throw it in, looking to find Danny Espinoza. And he does. Espinoza gets around one player and two players. He had a heavy touch, though, and so American Heritage is able to clear the ball away. Evan Von Osen has to do well, and he does to get it back to Newman. Whistle, though, and the player was offsides. Going to try to get this camera issue straightened out once and for all, although it's not going to be that easy. Now, North Broward has in the attacking zone, cleared away by American Heritage, but briefly North Broward steps up and wins the ball right back. Cleared out of play by American Heritage, so it's going to be another throw-in for North Broward. this time on their defensive half of midfield. And now the throw-in sends it back into the offensive half. Going to be another throw-in for North Broward after it was cleared away. And now North Broward's throw-in comes to a North Broward player, and Evan Von Osen did well to step up. Jeremiah Edward putting pressure on the ball. And so North Broward may have a chance to win this one. It's Espinoza who's battling forward, and he gets around a couple of players. Espinoza in the middle of the field, now looking for Lucas Diaz. He goes to ground, but no call. So, we remain playing. North Broward with a nice header with Santiago Espinoza, but it goes out of bounds. Gulliver Prep and LaSalle are also going to overtime. That one is scoreless. So some drama in the bottom half of the bracket in Class 2A, boys soccer.
Oh my God.
And a foul going to go against North Broward. So it'll be a free kick for the Stallions, much to the chagrin of the people here at Tom Marcy Field. It'll be at about the midfield line as McGann gets it over to the right-hand side. Now over to Douglas Phillips, who has it on the right-hand side. Played towards the middle, but deflected away by North Broward. Still dangerous position for American Heritage. And now a shot saved by Zach Newman. And oh my goodness, Zach Newman with an impressive save that deflected off of his hands and just crawled towards the goal line. And that could have been disastrous. The shot came in with good pace. Zach Newman was there to make the save, but he didn't catch it, and it deflected off of his hands and just creeped towards the goal line. Newman realized it and got back. And now American Heritage still with it on the left-hand side. It's going to go out of bounds, though, for a goal kick. And Danny Espinoza goes down hard. No call, though, and Espinoza continues to get up and gets around multiple players. Nice play there from Danny Espinoza, but when he tried to pass it, a nice step up from American Heritage, won the ball back for the Stallions. Referee gets in the way, so the Stallions will continue in possession. And now sent over onto the far side, but the Heritage player is offsides. So it will be a free kick for North Broward. Under 5 minutes to go in the first overtime period. Will we end the game in the run of play, or will we go to a shootout? Nice play from North Broward to win the ball, and Jeremiah Edward, who's the beneficiary of it. Now over to the right-hand side for Lucas Diaz. Diaz cuts back towards the middle. Diaz goes down. No call, and cleared away by American Heritage. Diaz is still down.
We slide tackle and they give us a foul.
It's going to be a throw-in for North Broward, and Lucas Diaz is still down. It's going to be a throw-in for American Heritage, it appears that they want. Lucas Diaz is now up, which is a good sign. And it will be a throw-in for North Broward. So they got that figured out. And the throw-in comes in to a North Broward player. It's Espinoza, who flicks it on. Now Lucas Diaz ends up on the other end. Diaz goes down hard, and that's going to be a whistle.
Yellow.
Diaz stands over the American Heritage player. He's got to be careful. I think he has a yellow himself.